Okay guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do exercise 9 of sheet metal for beginners, and it's going to be of this part over here. So let's get into this. We're going to start off by doing our part. And it's going to be called sheet metal exercise 9. And let's start off with the sketch. Choose this plane. And I'm going to use double lines, and the thickness of the sheet metal is going to be 1 millimeter. Okay, let's add some dimensions and constraints, but first let me close off the sketch over here. Let's close everything off, and then I'm going to start with the dimensions and constraints. So that this is 1 millimeter. Constraint to set these two lines are of equal length. Alright, and now we can start adding the dimensions we need. There we go. And alright, it's still not well defined. Let's just simplify things and auto constraint everything to make sure that all the constraints are well defined. On simple parts, it's not very important, but later on when you want to do more complex things, it's important that the constraints are all well defined. Let's change color here. I want to change it to this blue. Now let's start extruding. It's going to be 2 and 151. That's correct. That's how I want it. There we have it. Now the inner radius is going to be 1 millimeter. There we go, 1 millimeter. And obviously this one's going to be the inner radius and the thickness of the sheet metal. And that's going to be 2 millimeters. Okay, now we're going to add a flange at the bottom here. So go to sheet metal, full flange. And we're going to say that the inner radius is 1 millimeter, 90, 49. Yeah, that's basically what I need already. Now I want to close off this gap so that there isn't such a big gap over here between the both flanges. I want to go to close corner, choose this edge and this edge, closed. Now let's close this side, closed. Alright, so now we have to do some cutouts on this side and holes and some other features. All right, so I'm going to start off by doing the holes. I'm going to choose sketch, this face. I want to add some points. Okay, now let's add some dimensions. It's going to be 5 millimeters. Okay, it's going to be also 5 millimeters. $74. 144. There we have it. Now I just want to mirror this sketch. Here we have it. That's the plane. This again, mirror the sketch, and the plane is going to be this one. There we have it. Now use the hole feature and place the holes where I want them. Okay, the diameter is going to be 2 millimeters. Right, until face, that's about right. Okay, there we have it. All right, we're going to do some more cutouts over here on the side. So I'm going to insert sketch, choose this plane again. And let's start doing circles. And this is going to be 15. Make another one. 13. 10. 8. 5. And 3. And one more, which is 1 millimeter. All right. Let's just draw a line here and here. Another one. And we're going to say that this and this is going to be 45. Now I want to offset to this side 1 millimeter and 1 millimeter there. Let's do some trimming. I'm going to use, to simplify things, the power trim. There we have it. And again, one touch trim to eliminate what I do not need. Okay, now we're going to use the pattern feature. I'm going to use this pattern, the circular pattern, and I want to pattern this. All right, to the center. I want it to go around 8 times. That's correct. And there we have it. But there's one thing we forgot to do, which is we have to attribute the center here. And this is going to be 30 millimeters. And then from here to there, this is going to be 25 millimeters. All right, there we have it. All right, so it's not everything well defined. Again, auto constraint there, click OK. Let's wait a little bit so it create the constraints everywhere. There we have it. Now we can exit, extrude our sketch. All right, and this time we're going to use remove. So now we want it to go from here to the other face, yeah? Okay, there we have it. Alright. And it's removed. Alright, we are almost finished. Now we're going to add some Louver here to the sides. So let's start with our sketch. I'm going to choose this face, and I want to start off by doing some lines here. Okay. And I'm going to offset these lines. Let's just say for now, let's just say 10. Okay. And I need 5 of them. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to remove these dimensions so I can configure my own dimensions. This is going to be 35. And this is going to be 7. All right, now I'm going to align everything here, equal lengths, and finally all these edges as to align like this. There we go. All right, so now we can add the rest of the dimensions that we need. 57, 72, 87, 102, and 117. Okay, so now we can exit our sketch, and I am going to mirror the sketch. I want to say that this sketch, I want to mirror it with this plane. Here we have it. Now let's go to our sheet metal, and we're going to create this over here. So we're going to choose this plane, this sketch. Okay, as you can see, it's the other way around. So let's flip this 180. All right, there we go. The H, I want 6 millimeters. The angle, I want it at 90, because I want to make this round, completely round, and not angular or like it is now. Okay, so this is going to be 0.015, let's say. This is going to be 4.7 maybe. Yeah, more or less like that. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, well, let's see how far can we go with. How far does it allow me? Okay, 4.9. So allow me a 4.9. Okay, let's see. 6. All right. All right. It left some open edges here, apparently. Okay, I don't want to leave any open edges. So let's redefine this again. So I'm gonna put 1.8, 4.8. I mean, that's what I mean, and still there. Alright, I'll just put 0.1. I think that's the problem. And 4.9. That seems to be a bit right. Alright, okay, good. My intention is to have this completely round here, right? There we have it. Now let's do the same on the other side. This is the face. This is the sketch I want. Right. Okay. And here we have it. All right. So this is finished. So I hope you like this exercise. Stay tuned for the last and final exercise of this series for sheet metal. Then we will move on to another series. Maybe it will be assembly or surface modeling. All right, thanks for watching, and until next time.